So it's Monday afternoon. I know everybody's getting ready for Christmas, but I wanted to just draw your attention to something that's happened in the last 24 hours that really matters. You might have heard that 60 Minutes pulled a segment last night at the last minute that would have been really embarrassing for the Trump administration. It was exposing these brutal conditions at a notorious El Salvadorian prison, a prison that Trump is moving migrants to. The point is the cruelty and the inhumanity. And it was going to be embarrassing because whether or not these people, had a right to enter the United States or not, no human should be treated under these kind of awful, diabolical conditions. And the segment didn't air. And the segment didn't air because Trump has effectively taken editorial control of CBS. What happened a few months ago is that CBS's parent company got bought. It got bought in a sale in which Trump basically said to the company that was buying it, if you want CBS, you've got to make CBS be more conservative, and you've essentially got to answer to me. That's what happened here. Trump didn't want the story. They wouldn't grant an interview for the story. And so at the very last minute, Bari Weiss, who had been installed as a conservative head of CBS in order to get the merger approved, pulled the segment. And why this matters is because never before have we had a president of the United States with this much editorial control, practical editorial control over American news networks. And why it matters even more is that this company, Skydance, is now in competition to buy Time Warner, which includes CNN. Even if they don't get control of CNN and Netflix instead gets control of CNN, Trump has basically told all these big billion-dollar companies, if you want a merger approved, if you want to take over a news network like CBS or CNN, you can do it, but you have got to give me power over what runs and what doesn't run. This is a big deal. This story being pulled at the last minute off the air, likely just because Donald Trump had objections to it. And it previews what's coming in American media as more and more networks get bought up by these giant billion-dollar corporations that care only about profit and are willing to give Donald Trump editorial control in order for their CEOs and investors to make billions off of these sales. This is how democracy dies. When you listen to people like me raising these 5-alarm alerts about the state of American democracy, it's because we are watching in real time our ability to get the truth, like the truth about what's happening in this prison in El Salvador, because of the corporate takeover of our media.